Today, we're going to break down a day one workout. But listen, this isn't just about squats and planks. Not at all. We're going to dive deep into the source material to see how a simple set of exercises is actually engineered to build something way more powerful, a mind that truly believes it's in control. Let's get into how day one forges that belief. It all kicks off right here. You can just feel that raw energy, can't you? That excitement, that anticipation of starting something totally new. This is the starting line, and it's not just for a 30-day challenge. It's for a real shift from, doing nothing to being truly empowered. So what's actually happening behind all the movements? Instead of just listing the exercises, we're going to explore the psychological journey that happens at the same time. That transformation from feeling maybe a little uncertain, a little unfit, to feeling genuinely strong and confident. Okay, so let's start with the single most important part of any day one, the decision itself. This is that moment you commit. It's kind of like the call to adventure in your own story, and it happens before you even stretch a single muscle. And that's the absolute key right there. The real work, the hard part, it begins in your head. It's that conscious choice to show up, to hit play, and to take total charge of the next few minutes of your life. It's basically you declaring, okay, I'm ready for a change. Now, here's what I think is so cool about this particular workout. It gives you a specific mental tool right from the jump. This isn't just about pushing your body. It's about building a psychological toolkit to get you through the entire challenge. And that tool, it's called an affirmation. The idea behind it is actually pretty simple. You just repeat a powerful, positive statement to yourself. It becomes like an anchor, something to grab onto, especially when things start to feel overwhelming. And here it is, the affirmation for day one. Just 3 simple but incredibly powerful words. I am in control. The source material really encourages you to think about what this means to you. In fitness, in life, whatever. This little phrase becomes the soundtrack for the whole experience. So, with the mindset locked in and the mantra ready to go, we finally get to the physical test. Let's look at the structure here, but let's think of it less like a workout list and more like a physical gauntlet, a series of obstacles designed to test your new sense of control. All right, so here's the map of the gauntlet. You start with a 30-second plank to build a rock-solid foundation. Then you fire up the engine with 30 seconds of mountain climbers. The real power test, that comes with 50 sumo squats. Then you dig deep for the grit of 20 military planks. After that, you get a release with 60 seconds of air punches before the big one, the finisher, 20 bicycle crunches. It's a whole journey from stability to pure exhaustion and finally to accomplishment. In every workout journey, there's always that critical moment, that turning point. It's not at the beginning when you're all fired up. No, it's when that discomfort really starts to kick in and your mind starts screaming for an exit sign. And there it is. Straight from the source, right in the middle of those 50 sumo squats. The burn is starting to set in. This is the moment of truth. This is the exact point where a physical challenge becomes a mental one. And this just nails the entire point, doesn't it? Control isn't something you have when everything's easy. It's something you forge when every single part of you wants to quit. Pushing through the burn isn't just about finishing the reps. It's about proving to yourself that your mind, not your aching muscles, is the one in charge. This is where the magic happens. So you've pushed through that fire, you've made it to the other side. What happens then? What's that immediate payoff for finishing the gauntlet and conquering that moment of truth? Well, here it is, the transformation. Look at this. You start the workout with maybe some hesitation, some uncertainty. Your body's been dormant. But by the end, that hesitation is gone, replaced by a real, concrete feeling of accomplishment. That uncertainty, it turns into a spark of genuine confidence. And your body is fully activated. You've literally crossed a physical and a mental finish line. And this final piece of advice from the coach just ties it all together beautifully. The physical results, yeah, they'll come. But that mental reward, that feeling of control, of confidence, it's directly tied to the intention and effort you bring to the table. Your outcome is a direct reflection of your input. And just remember, this entire powerful transformation, this is just the beginning. It's one day down. You have 29 more chances to forge that sense of control, to build on that foundation of confidence, one single day at a time. Finishing day one proves something. It proves you can take command when things get tough. It proves you can turn inaction into action. So the real question this leaves us with is, now that you've done it here, in this workout, where else in your life can you apply that exact same principle?